Alright, this is the farming route for the Tarl Cutteray that I recommend because I think, in my opinion, it's the fastest way to do it. There's a couple slight arguments that can be made to separate it, but I think this is the best way to farm it. You are going to be starting down here in the bottom left of the autumn at Rockwarren Village. You then will move on to Imperial Testing Station number 71. You will go up straight here to Stonestep Village, and then you will move on to Imperial Testing Station number 60. Alright, if that's all you came for, you just wanted the farming route, you want to know where the locations were, there you go. On screen now is also a image that you can find down in the comments or down in the description below, and you'll be able to use that image for the farm route. There you go. Now, if you would like to know the pathing for each one of these and the best way to path there, stay tuned, because next up is going to be the first location at Rockwarren Village. Alright, the first location in rotation is the Rockwarren Village. As soon as you get to the steps here at the front, you can skip this. None of that matters to us. If you're farming insulated fabric, go ahead and get it here, I guess. But we're focused on the Cutteray blueprint. That's what we're farming. It's kind of finicky here to land your ornithopter. You can kind of get it, put it in your pockets. As soon as you come in here, head right over to your right, hop over this first one. There's gonna be a chest here that you're able to loot some stuff out of. You're able to move on from that really quick though. If you don't have the Shigawire Claw and you don't have a good suspensor belt, you're not gonna be able to do this jump. If you don't have that, you're gonna have to run up all of this, but we don't care about that necessarily. Let me miss that jump. Good me, huh? Alright, you can have these stairs. Inside this room, there are 2 chests plus the loot chest. The loot chest is going to be right over top of here, down here, and right here has the chance to drop the chest we are looking for. And, so, you know, some other extra things. This chest right here has insulated fabric drop along with some Solari, and this one right here also has some Solari and insulated fabric drop. Then we will go ahead and move on to the next location. Alright, location number 2 is going to be Imperial Testing Station number 71, located right here. We will go ahead and start on this. Another good thing about this one is you don't have to loot the entire thing or kill all the enemies to get from beginning to end. You are able to skip a good chunk of them. Just gonna follow the pathway as shown here. Just kind of follow what the constructed. As soon as you get to first room, hang left. You're gonna get to a room here on the right, skip it, go to the room on the end. We're going to pick up the purple identification band, or blue identification band. My bad. Run past here, you're gonna go back out the way we came, up the stairs, across, through the blue, head down. This room, there's gonna be some enemies. We can skip majority of them kind of by just like finessing our way through. Grab the purple identification band. Some of them are gonna chase you in. That's what we want. Hop up here on the table, and right over here through the blue or through the purple. You can head through purple on the other side too. This one's gonna have a lot more enemies. I kind of just skip all of it by gliding over the top, and then you can kind of just take all out of the chest. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the way to get out of here, just in case you aren't aware. There's a different way out than a way we came in. You can head it right across. There's gonna be 2 mines. You can 3 mines. You can not worry about them. You're out. Straight up here. And the rest of this is the same way we came in. Alright. On to the next location. Alright. Next location is going to be Stonestep Village. Again, with this one, insulated fabric farm here too. We're not worried about that. We're worried about the chest that drops the Tarl Cutteray. Just get past all of the enemies down there on the left. Shigawire Claw here. Hop over. You're up top. We can grab this chest here on our way. I know I said I'm not worried about it, but it's there. Might as well just might as well grab it. It's on the way. Hop up here. Hop up here. There's going to be 2 enemies on this bridge. You can skip them. We don't care. We're going to hit this, and we're going to grapple our way up. You're able to get all the way to the top off of that on a boost. And into this room at the top, through the left. This is going to be the chest here. Take all. We are going to get the Knight Rider Mark IV boost. And that is the way in and out. You can just hop on down. And now we're on to location number 4, the final one in the rotation. Alright, for the 4th and final location is going to be Imperial Testing Station number 60. For this one, I recommend if you land your Ornithopter in here to leave it on the ground because you can't actually place one down here. This is also the only one in rotation where you have to kill a set of enemies, and I will show you the room when we get there. First, we're going to start out by going into this room right here. First goal is going to be get the green band. This is going to be really quick. So we're just going to dodge all the enemies fast as we can. Straight in. Immediately you can take a right here. Hop up over top of this. You can glide in. Flamer is there. It's an unlucky spot for the Flamer to be in rotation. Identification band right here. We can run on out. Damn, there's another one there too. It's crazy. 2 Flamers back to back in this area. It's wild. Sometimes you get non-flamers, you can just get sword guys in those spots. One already worked their rapiers? Wild, okay. Well, we're out with the green identification band, and we can move our way through. Hop across here. Your big shield. The next step. You can hug this this right wall here. Run through here. Forget about these enemies. Get in here just like that. Follow the pathway as laid out. When you get into this room, it's going to be a little interesting. You can head up here. You can actually, I think it's the grapple right here. Yeah, there we go. And you can grapple right when you come in, you look up, and you can hit that grapple and dodge the entire room. Oh. And when you get to this intersection, don't walk forward like I did there. My bad, sorry. I'm the one doing the guy and I already messed up. I always mess up here and walk forward. It's a habit, I guess. Head through here, you can head down here. This is the easiest way to dodge the ones in the room that you were just in. And to continue going forward. Doesn't really matter the way you go. I like to hug the left side, I think, here is the best. Sometimes that guy will come down the stairs and really kind of mess up the plan. Those 2 in there just having a group session, I guess. Kind of weird. When you get to this room, head in here. Go right up to the right. This next room is going to be the one that you're going to be forced to kill enemies in. So it's good to have everything off cooldown when you hit it. You're going to come in here. I like to look for... Oh, they're all dead still. Okay. Move through here. Move up. Head our way through here. Into this room. I think one might still be chasing us, actually. Yeah, I'm going to handle him. So when you get to that room there that I went through with the green door on both sides, sometimes most of the time you're going to have to clear it. This is the purple band. I think this chest is off cooldown now for me. It is. Alright. And unlucky, these 4 rotations, I did not get it. It is a low chance drop, but I mean, you're getting some other things that could be useful. A lot of times, some of these you might be able to sell on market too, so I would check these before you just throw them out or learn them. Alright. I think that's it for the rotation guide. We're going to be on to the breakdown if you're staying for that. If not, thank you for watching this far, and hope you leave a like. I put a lot of work into making the rotation guide, so I appreciate any of the support I can get. Alright, this is the Cutteray breakdown. I'm going to be going over the Mark V, the Tarl, and the Mark VI, showing why the Tarl is the best Cutteray to farm in the game currently. So, I'm going to start this from bottom to top to kind of break the... Just to kind of break it down easier. We're going to talk about power consumption. So beat for beat, the power consumption between Mark V and the Tarl is the same. But the power consumption between the Tarl and the Cutter and the Mark VI is lower. So the Mark VI consumes a lot more than what the Tarl is consuming. If you want to go beat for beat for titanium and strontium, they all three get it, but the Mark 6, the end-game Mark 6 Cutteray gets the same as the Tarl that you need duraluminum to craft. So we'll go up from there. Jasminium at 152 harvest on the Tarl. Seeing if you compare this to the 114 for the Mark 5, and even the 149 for the Mark 6, the Tarl is beating all of them. But if you go up to basalt, 70, 93, I mean, it gets more, Tarl is going to get more basalt and aluminum than the Mark 5, but less than the Mark 6 at 104. But there's no point to be harvesting basalt and aluminum with a Cutteray by your hand when you can use a buggy. It is just way easier to harvest aluminum with the buggy. It weighs so much. The buggy can get so much poor yield. You're doing runs where you get 3k per 3 to 4 to even 5k potentially a run with the buggy. I don't know why you would harvest aluminum with this. Carbon and etherite at 130 compared to 170 with the Mark 6. You could say, okay, there's a little argument there that, etherite is kind of sometimes hard to get a buggy in some of the locations. It's easier to hit all the spots if you just do it with a Cutteray. Maybe you make a Mark 6 just for the etherite. Or you could take the 40 reduction and just use the Tarl. You're still going to cap out most things with the Tarl with that. The real one you want to look at, I think, is going to be your Jasminium and the Titanium and Strontium. There's no point if this is getting that. If you want to move up from there, Iron it beats them all on iron, and it beats them all on copper, granite, and salvage. A little bit here, but a lot here. So it's beating out the water for everything except etherite. That is the only thing the Mark 6 performs over, or etherite and aluminum, where the Mark 6 performs over the Tarl. It's still just not a point to just make the Tarl and farm the Tarl when the Tarl is the best at what it does. Also, you're getting a huge reduction in power consumption for over 30. It's 30.2, or it's 29.2 reduction in power consumption. So I think it's 20. My math might be off there. Let me just double check it here for you. Here we go. At 39.8 power reduction between the two of them. My bad, I apologize. It is a 39.8 power consumption per tick, or per second, reduced between this Mark 6 and that. So the trade-off is you get less etherite, but if you go and hit the etherite on rotation and you're keeping it up, there's not really a point to make the Mark 6, especially when you're needing plastinium and all this other stuff to make the Mark 6 when the cost is so much cheaper for the Tarl. You just gotta farm the blueprint. So that is my, so yeah, that's the breakdown between all of them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment your favorite part. Comment other guides you would like to see. If it was fabric, carbine dust, beginning game spots. I'm not gonna do builds. I think I'm gonna leave builds to the people who think they know what they're talking about. Because I know if I make a build, it's not going to be worthwhile. I can give build tips. If you want a build tips video, I would be more willing to give a build tips video, kind of breaking down some of the perks I think need to be auto includes versus not auto includes. I'm willing to do other guides that have already been made, like some of the build and guides and other things, or not build guides, but some of the trainer guides. I'd be willing to do those. There's a couple really good breakdowns out there, so I don't really want to touch that space. I'm gonna kind of do the stuff that isn't being talked about. And yeah, I'm planning to do a Lance Ride video talking about the Lance Ride. I'm going to do a breakdown, kind of, if you're not in T6, best pathway into T6 kind of video, the steps you need to take to get deep into it and what you should be doing each week to progress into the T6 area. We're gonna talk about that because that's what my guild's currently doing, and we're a little slow at it. I'm not zerging. I'm playing with a bunch of guys. I'm playing with a bunch of friends. We're bringing some people in to kind of play with us too. So if you are interested, maybe in joining our guild, let me know down below. We can also talk about that. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys making this far, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces.